Hello friends, welcome back to Android app development tutorials. In today's lecture, we will learn to create a new activity and pass intent to it. So let's get started. Whenever you use apps in your mobile phone, are you always shown a single activity? Obviously not. Let's take the example of WhatsApp. You can see a wide range of activities with different designs. You click your profile, you see a different page. You click on settings, you see a different design, a different activity. These individual pages are called activities. Till now we worked on a single default activity named main activity. Now it's time to create a new one to switch between these activities on button clicks. But know one thing first, all your activities are bunched inside your package name. The package name of your application is what identifies your application uniquely on your device. Otherwise, if it were not there, on clicking WhatsApp, your device might open Instagram. So let's create our activity now under our package name. Now here, look into your project structure. Under your Java folder, this first line is your package name. All your activities are bunched under this package name. So expand it, and as you can see, up till now we have only one activity called main activity. So let's create a new one. Click on your package name, right click, and go to new activity. Under this activity, select an activity, let's say empty activity, and Android Studio will open a dialog box asking you to name your activity. Let's name it new activity. You can give it a name of your choice, and let's click on finish. Android Studio will do all the necessary work to create your activity, and it's done. As you can see in the editor's window, we have two more files above. One is new activity.java and activity new activity.xml. Now these two files are associated with a new file. Let's go to our design file of the new activity. Go to the split view, and now we created our activity. I leave it up to you how you design it. Create an awesome design of your choice here using the widgets we have learnt up until now. I am just using a single text view to recognize it. Firstly, change the layout to relative layout. Create a text view here. Give its height and width as wrap content. Give its text as new activity. Let's write here I am a new activity. Let's give it a color. Say color primary. Align it center. And increase its size. Say 30 dp. And close the angle brackets. Now we have designed our activity. But we know if we now run our application, our app will show the default main activity, but we have created a new activity. So how to show this activity? Yes, here intent comes to help, which help us to navigate between different activities of our project. Intents are basically of two types. implicit intents and explicit intents. The intent we are using now is explicit intent, which help us to navigate between activities of our own project. So now let's create a button in our main activity, and in its onClick method let's pass an intent to our new activity. Go to your main activity.xml file and create a button here. Type button, give its width and height as wrap content, put it in the center using center in parent attribute, set it to true, and give its background color as primary, and set it text to, let's say, go, and close it. Now in our main activity.java file, let's invite our button, say button, give an ID to your button, button. Invite your button here, introduce it, button is equal to find view by ID r.id.button. Use its onClick method, button dot set onClick listener, new view onClick listener. The method is auto generated, and now we will create an intent here. Type capital I N T intent, select it from the list, create its object as intent. You can choose any name. It is equal to new intent. We know from Java, whenever we create any object, we initialize it with the help of new keyword. Inside this intent bracket, we will give the source address and the destination address, that is from where to where. We are passing intent from our main activity, so type here main activity dot this, comma, to where we pass the intent to our new activity. So pass the intent to our new activity dot class, our new activity class, and then start activity. This method is used to start the intent we just created. Its name was intent, so in the bracket here type intent, and we are done. Now let's run our application. So here you can see that as I press the go button, I am directed to my new activity. Now, as I told you, intents are of two types. Let's now move on to implicit intents. Have you ever noticed whenever you click on any web link on any social media platform, it automatically opens it up in your browser and search it? How is it possible that a link in one application automatically opens in another application? All thanks to implicit intents. When we need to open another application from within our application, we use implicit intents. Let's now create it. Now on button click, we will send our application to our browser to search something. Implicit intent structure basically consists of two pieces of information. First is action, that is a journal action to be performed, such as view an application or just edit it. And second is the data. The data is here, the data to operate on, such as when we pass an intent to our browser, we pass a web link to open that in form of URI, where URI means Uniform Resource Identifier. In simple words, it is used to access other application. And URI parse method creates a new URI object from a string passed. So let's now create it. It is much similar to our explicit intent. We just need to change this part. Inside the bracket, we just need to create an intent and choose the action we want to perform. So use the action component. We will just view the web link. So action view, and set the data we want to use. So use the set data component, pass here the URI or the data. URI, use its parse method, and inside it pass the web link. Let's pass in inverted commas https slash double slash www dot google.com, and that's it. You can pass any web link here, copy the link and paste it here, and that's it. Now let's run the application. You can see as I press the go button, I am directed to the google.com. Similarly, you can paste any web link in the URI.pass method to reach it from within your application. Only this much about intents, but again I don't want you to stop here. I want you to pass an intent to your WhatsApp. Yes, let me give you a hint. You just need to pass the package name of your WhatsApp in the URI.pass method and it will be done. Try it out and find out what happens. Till then, keep watching and keep learning. Subscribe for more such educational content.